Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. AID-ucate and it's Algebra Part 2. Math expressions and equations. Remember, we did this in Part 1. Math expression is a number or numbers but they don't have equal signs, like 2 plus 3. In an equation, it uses an equal sign because it means that both sides are equal. Like 2 plus 3, which is 5, is equal to regular 5. Algebra is when an unknown number in an expression or an equation is represented by a letter. Like 6 plus p, that's an expression. An equation now is 10 take away 3 equals s. And here are the activities that we had in part 1. And we will be answering them for you to see if you got them correct.
Alright, so today's video is about solving algebraic equations. Remember, if it's an equation, there's an equal sign. So there are two things we need to bear in mind. We must remember the 4 operations: plus, minus, which they are opposites of each other, divide, and multiply, which are also opposites of each other. Then we must remember the equal sign. Remember, having an equal sign means what's on the left is equal to what's on the right of the equal sign. So we gave you a homework in our first video, and we're going to solve those quickly for you using what is called the balancing method. The first one, we need to find r. This algebraic equation says 7 minus r equals 3. But we need our equation to say r is equal to something. In order to do this, we need positive r. Right now we are seeing r, and in front of r is a minus sign. We don't want a minus r. We want a positive r. And usually a positive number is not even always preceded by that little plus sign. For example, in our equation we have 7, and 7 is positive. 3 is in our equation, and it is also positive. But we need to work this out so that we can say r is equal to something. So what we have done is we are trying to get rid of stuff on one side of our equal sign by doing the opposite of what it asked us to do in the beginning. Now, because of the equal sign, whatever we do on the left, we must do on the right. Whatever we do on the right, we must do on the left. So if we don't want a minus r on the left, we need to do a plus r to get rid of that. Because we did a plus r on the left, we have to do a plus r on the right. So now we have a 7 minus r plus r is equal to a 3 plus r. Now having a minus r and a plus r together, they cancel each other out. That now becomes nothing. So we are left with 7 on the left side is equal to 3 plus r. Our equation still does not say r is equal to something, so we need to get r to be all by itself. We need to get rid of the 3. That 3 is a plus 3 or positive 3. To get rid of it, we need to minus 3. If we minus 3 on the right side, we have to minus 3 on the left side. A plus 3 and a minus 3 cancel each other out. That becomes nothing. So 7 minus 3 is equal to r. When you have 7 and you take away 3, you're left with 4. So 4 is equal to r. If we flip that, it says r is equal to 4. All right, and this one says 12 plus 4 equals f. Remember, our aim is to have the letter being equal to something. That's how we do the solving. So we need an equation to say f equals something. And if you look at it, this one is awesome because it actually does say f is equal to 12 plus 4. And all we need to do is work out that left side of the equation. 12 plus 4 is equal to 16. So 16 is equal to f, which is the same as f being equal to 16. That one was pretty cool. Now we need to find b. The question says 5b is equal to 15. To say 5b is the same as saying 5 times b or b times 5. But we need b by itself. We need an equation to say b is equal to something. So we're going to use b times 5. And remember, b times 5 is the same thing as 5b. So b times 5 is equal to 15. We need b by itself. Right now, beside b is a times 5. How do we get rid of a times 5? We have to do the opposite, which is?
Divide.
Definitely. So we're going to divide by 5 to get rid of that times 5. And if we do it on the left, we must do it on the right. So we do it on the right. So we have b times 5 divided by 5 equals 15 divided by 5. What are we left with? 3. So b is equal to 3. Finally,
we are at n.
N divided by 2 is equal to 10. Again, we need n to be by itself on one side of the equal sign. N needs to be equal to something. How do we get n to be by itself? Right now, n is there with a divide by 2. So we need to do the opposite, which is multiply. So we multiply by 2 on this side, on the left.
And we do the same on the other side.
Definitely. When we multiply by 2 on the left, the divide by 2 and the multiply by 2 becomes nothing. And then on the right, 10 times 2
equals
20. So n is 20.
We hope that it was helpful.
Yeah, and thanks for watching Educate. This was Algebra Part 2. That was really, really fun.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Later. Thanks for watching.
Bye.